Hi everybody, welcome to
Sing for your supper, it's such a great deal. Sing for your supper, you'll get a great meal. Sing, sing, sing along. Sing your favorite song.
Welcome everybody
Hello.
to week 2. So those of us at PB that are doing the challenge, we are still in, coming up on week 2 of the anti-inflammatory portion of our challenge. And before we get started with anything, we are pleased to announce that
I have lost 8 pounds.
That's huge, guys. I mean, really huge. Jan has never stuck to anything. I can attest. I've been married to this man for 35 years or something like that. I'm down 3 pounds. So
but I had it to lose.
I do too. But in any case, this week we decided to upload this to YouTube because I've been out of town and we still wanted to bring you a really, really good recipe. So Jan actually came up with an incredible recipe this week for a chicken sausage that is incredibly healthy and it's also anti-inflammatory. So he also made me this Spanish rice this week that was outstanding. And then I had the idea of putting the two together to create stuffed peppers. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And so excited to actually be doing that today. And I am going to show you what the recipes look like, or what the ingredients look like. And then we're going to bring you over to the stove and we're going to cook a little bit. We have mostly everything prepared by stage, including the final product, so that we don't have to keep you forever on the video this week, just because of my weird schedule with travel. So we hope you enjoy this episode. And just remember, if you want to win some stuffed peppers to eat, and they are to die for, just send us a video of you singing. You don't have to be good. It has to be entertaining. So you can video us, messenger us, FaceTime us. We will not publish it for the world to see unless you're okay with that, and it would be kind of fun. But we will not do that without your permission. So you can, again, however most of you know us, so you can get in touch with us any way you want. And we'll share those with you. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to try to not stop the video, which I did the first time. So again, very technically challenged. I'm not sure when you start a video, you can't turn it around. But when I tried to turn it around the last time, I actually shut it off. So I'm not doing that. So we're going to just deal with this as best we can. So what I want to show you first right here is that these here, all right, are the ingredients.
So here's the rice. Here is the rice. Okay, so what we did with the rice is we just followed the regular directions, which is 1 3/4
of water,
1 cup of 1 3/4 cups of water, 1 cup of rice, and then when the rice is cooked, we added just the Rotel, and you can get the spicy or the mild.
Yeah,
I think I did the mild. And we just added it in to the rice. Cook it exactly as it says on the package. You bring it to a boil, and after you bring it to a boil, the water and the salt, you're going to cover it on low, and you leave it for about 12 minutes, maybe a little bit more, just to dry it out. And then over here...
And then we'll add the tomatoes to that last.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then over here, we've got ground chicken, a pound of ground chicken. And for the ingredients, were you going to let me talk?
Well, I was going to read them off to you since you don't have the...
Oh.
Right? Is that helpful or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we have 1 tablespoon of the minced garlic, a 1/4 cup of minced onion. You have one tablespoon of fennel, 1 tablespoon of basil, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and maybe, a teaspoon or so of salt and pepper. Just do that to your taste. And the egg white's about 1/3 cup, maybe a little bit less than that actually.
And that all goes into this chicken, and you just mix it all around. Nothing to it, it's easy peasy. Just make sure you mix your chicken really well. And we're gonna come over here to the stove.
And also just want to let you know before we continue on here that if you don't want to make stuffed peppers, hang on, Jan. If you don't want to make stuffed peppers, you can take that meat, all right, and you can make meatballs with it. You can make sausage patties.
Yeah, so what I did was I just made the meat before I mixed it with the rice, and I just rolled it up, and I put it in a pan, and I sprayed the pan with a little bit of olive oil. I sprayed the
A baking
Meatballs,
pan. He's referencing
baking
the frying pan. Ignore.
Baking pan with a little bit of olive oil. Then I put the meatballs in the pan. I sprayed them with a little bit of olive oil, and I put them in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes until they're done.
They were so good. Oh,
And that's how you
my
make
gosh.
the meatballs. It's the same recipe that I used for what we're using today. So you can either do that with the meat or do this over here, which Shan, you can show them.
Well, this is the
that.
meat. This is a forward process. So after you've browned the meat,
You're going to brown all the chicken first, and then we added the
we'll
rice.
show you what we're going to do.
So here's the rice. And literally, you're just adding it in. And you're going to mix all the rice up. And what I did was after this was all mixed and the chicken was all cooked, I mixed them together. So I made sure they were both cooked completely.
And that's what this mixture is that you're looking at. It is the ground chicken mixture. All right, the chicken sausage mixture that we made, which is a really healthy chicken sausage, and that rice that Jan is now
All
showing
done.
you
Easy
here.
peasy.
Now, you can have this rice as a side. That's what I did all week. I had, Jan made them into those little, like,
Made them into meatballs.
sausage balls, basically. And I had those with this on the side, and we had Brussels sprouts this week. I ate it all week. So once this mixture is ready, he's going to show you how to stuff the peppers. He's going to cut a pepper for you first.
Pepper for you first.
Can you see yourself in here? Make sure you can see.
Yeah, so here we go. So you're going to chop the top off of the pepper, okay? And you see this in here? That's just a big...
Okay, so you
glob of
won't do
stuff.
this. You'll do this with gloves on.
Oh, I forgot the gloves.
But you won't. We're not serving these, so
Yeah,
just beware.
This is not something anybody
We
else
have
does.
already have your prepared stuff done.
And I wore gloves for those. But I wanted you to see. Okay, so this is really fast. So these are ribs. We're going to take the ribs right out of the... and sometimes it's got a little extra kind
Seeds.
of hanging in there. You can rinse that out if you want. If you don't, you don't have to. And then, literally,
Can you see?
you're just going to stuff it in. Lower it a little bit.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. So, stuff it in to however much you want. I usually stuff it right to the brim. Pack it down.
And this
Right
basically,
in there.
guys, is really a serving of your, this is a protein, a carb, and a vegetable,
All
and
in
a
one.
fat all together. So this is a full meal.
Now, what we'll do, Shannon will come over here.
Well, why don't you bring that?
Okay, bring the sauce over.
I was going to do that. Okay.
Okay, so now what we do, lower it a little bit. Okay, so this is just regular old marinara sauce that Shannon got from a store. Alexa, stop. And
It's from Uncle Giuseppe's. I was in New Jersey, and they have this wonderful Italian market. It is just tomatoes, basil, oil, a little olive oil, and water, and garlic.
garlic.
That's it. And then we're going to put these in a pan that we have over here, and Jan's going to stuff this other pepper. Can you see? We have a pan over here. We'll show you what they look like before they go in the oven. And he's going to stuff this one, same way. Stuff it over the pan so you don't lose any of that meat. If you have any of this extra meat left over, it is just so
It's
good.
really good just to eat without the pepper.
Yeah, if you prefer that, that's just another thing you can do. There's so many. That's why we only did this one recipe this week, because it's so versatile as far as what you want to do with it, whether you want to just stuff the pepper with it. Again,
So we're going to have leftovers.
I will remind you that these are not being served to you. These are our personal ones, which is why he doesn't have his gloves on.
Oh, yes. We've said that.
I know. I'm saying it again in case
Yes.
we're... All
If
right.
anybody looks, yes. We are
We
not.
already cooked these. We're going to show
We'll
you.
show you the ones we cooked.
So we're going to bring these back over to the pan. Can you see these?
Oh, this does not want to stand up.
We'll put it to the corner.
There you go.
Okay. Can you see these? I hope. Yes. Don't they look really good? So you just put them in a pan. I just sprayed the bottom of the pan lightly with some extra virgin olive oil. And now Jan is going to put them in the oven.
We put them in the oven for 350 for, what did we cook it about? About half an hour?
No, I think it came to be maybe about more like 40 or 45 minutes. It depends on how many you also cook, guys. So that's good. So what I'm going to do now, while Jan's getting those in the oven, is I'm going to bring you over and I'm going to show you the finished product. These are the ones we have waiting for you if you actually send us a video. So here you go.
I used my gloves on those.
Don't they look delicious? they taste better than they look, if you can believe that. And I think they look pretty darn good. So this, again, is a complete meal. It's a vegetable. It is a carbohydrate. It is a protein, and it is a fat. And it is portioned appropriately for us for one meal. Okay? So that is our meal for today. And we are going to